So welcome to part 2 of my tips and tricks on the 2026 Honda Civic. So if you haven't checked out the first video, I hope that you will. Link is always down in the description. But I want to review 6 more tips and tricks that you can take advantage of that I find extremely helpful every day. So let's hop on in. So all the tips and tricks you see today, I'm performing on a 2026 Sport Hybrid. So this isn't very the top and it's not the very bottom. It's one of those 2 middle models. So the Honda Civic is set up with smart key entry. And what that means is you can leave your key in your pocket, you can walk up to the door of the car, touch it, and it'll unlock the door for you. But what it doesn't do is unlock your passenger side doors. But you can change that. If you want to do that, let me show you how to set it up. So to change the smart key entry settings, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down on the left side until we get to vehicle settings. When we get that, we want to go ahead and select it. Now, under vehicle settings, you are going to want to scroll down until you get to keyless access setup. Select that. The first one is going to be door unlock mode. That's the one we want to select. Under there, the default is driver's door only. You scroll down one, you can change this to all doors. Have you ever been in the back of somebody's car and they come up and they stop and everybody wants to get out and you go to get out and you're like, ah! And you're like, what is going on? The doors are still locked. Well, the way a Honda Civic is set up is that until the driver opens the driver's side door, all of these remaining doors are going to remain locked. Now you can change that feature to where you don't have your passengers fumbling around in the dark trying to find it to get it open. You can set it up to where when the car comes to a complete stop and you put it in park, or you can change it when you turn the ignition off, it'll automatically unlock the doors. You want to set that up, let me show you how. Now, once we're under vehicle settings, we're going to want to go down to door setup. Now, when we get into door setup, we want to go to unlock, right? So auto door unlock. From here, you're going to have those options. So all driver's sides, when the driver's side door opens, that's what the current default setting is. You can change it to when you shift to park, it'll unlock all the doors, or when you turn off the ignition, it'll unlock all the doors. So I was talking about the door locks earlier, and I was talking about the trunk. Well, everything is electronically connected. So if the battery dies, all the things are stuck locked. Well, that can be a problem if I had something, let's say, in the trunk of the vehicle or in the car. Because when I come up here, if the doors are locked, I don't have like a keyhole to put it in. And where's my key? Well, let me explain that. If you come over here, there's a little button you can press. There is actually a key that lives inside of here. Now you can get this key. When you come over here, if you look up underneath the door handle, there's actually a spot to put the key in. If you put that in, it's gonna allow you to unlock this door, right? So now you can get in the cab. So if you need to get stuff out of your car, you'd be good. But let's pretend we needed to get in the trunk. So what you'd have to do is you'd come over here, you'd have to reach back here, unlock this door, right? And then once you unlock it, you could pop open this door. So now you would be able to get into the second row of the vehicle, right? So you get all your belongings out there. From there, one step further. We're gonna come into the very back up here. Now, if you come back here, there's a little panel right here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my key here. I'm gonna pop this panel open. When you get this panel open, and you're looking here, there's a little wire. If you pull that wire, you can pop your trunk open. So if your battery died and you had your laptop bag or anything important back here, you could get to it. Now, I mentioned it earlier, the car has smart key entry. Now, if you were getting out of the car, let's say I turned it off, I accidentally left the key in the cup holder, right? I hit my door locks and I started to walk away and I go, oh my God, I think I just locked my keys in the car. Well, the way this car is set up, it won't allow you to lock the keys inside of the car. So you'd walk back and be able to touch it and the door would open. But there are occasions when you may need to turn this feature off. Let's say you wanted to lock the key in it because somebody was coming with a spare, or maybe you have a tow truck coming to pick it up and they're gonna just get the car and load it up onto something. So you might wanna be able to physically lock a key inside of the car. Let me show you how to do that. So to turn off lockout prevention, you wanna go into vehicle settings. So we're gonna get in there. Now when we get in here, we wanna go to door setup. So when you find door setup, select that. Now you're gonna need to scroll down about 4 or 5 of these. You're gonna see it, it's gonna say lockout prevention. You're gonna select that. When you do, default is for this to be on, you'd want to turn this to off. Now I'm sitting in front of the steering wheel and there's going to be all these different meters and displays, and I want you to know that you can turn some of them on and off. You can also affect some of those alerts and those volumes of those alerts. Check this out. So if you go to vehicle settings, when we get into there, you're going to want to go to meter setup. So when I get into meter setup, I'm going to scroll down and show you a couple things here, right? So I'm going to get back to trip A and trip B, adjust alarm volume. Right now this is set to medium, so if you wanted to turn that up or down, know that both of those are here. So depending on what your thoughts are of like, hey, this is really loud or I'm not hearing it, maybe you're a little bit hard of hearing, know that you can change those here. Now I'm gonna go back one. While we're scrolling around down here, let me scroll back past that. Fuel efficiency backlight. If you want to turn this off because it's distracting or you just don't see a use of it, know that you can scroll down, select it, and then turn this feature off. Now, to take it one step further, I'm gonna scroll down just a little bit more to show you a couple other features that all live inside of here. Fuel efficiency backlight, rear seat reminder when you're getting out of the car to let you know if anything's in the back seats. It's a new feature in the last few years. You can turn that on and off as well. The speed and distance, if you want to change it from miles per hour to kilometers or kilometers to miles per hour, this is where you're going to do so as well. Just go ahead and select it, and then from there, you can pick the option that works best for you. So if you're looking at my screen right now and you own a Civic, you're probably going, this doesn't look the same. And if I jump into the apps, you're going to see me start scrolling across and go, wait. He's got YouTube TV. He's got the Play Store. You're going to say, okay, he's got Spotify. I've got that, but he's got Facebook, Amazon Prime. He's got Netflix. And I can actually jump into these things. And it allows me to stream them, whether I'm sitting still or driving. This is the CPC200T box. It is made by Carlink Kit. This is a really cool box. If you're taking a long road trip, maybe you want to be able to watch a show, listen to some stand-up comedy, whatever the case may be. The other part to this that I really like is even those apps that you do get through like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, they're kind of watered down or cut up. And what I mean by that is if I go into Spotify, I want to be able to come in, select an artist. And when I go into the artist, I want to be able to see the entire discography of that person. So if it was from first to last. But when I come into here, you can scroll down, you can see all their popular songs or popular releases. You get everything. You get the full version. If you had pulled this up on your laptop, right, or a tablet, this is what you'll get. Not the version in Apple CarPlay and Android where they kind of cut it down. They don't let you run searches the same ways. It's kind of a pain in the ass sometimes to use. Know that you get the full version of the apps. The other cool thing I like about this is, of course, you have access to the Play Store. You can go download anything you want, and you have access to all those streaming services that you may want to take advantage of. So just know that this exists out there. These guys have asked me to review like a handful of different boxes. I just like it, and it's actually affordable. I've seen some where they're hundreds of dollars. This one's on the more affordable side. So CPC200T box. If you're interested in the idea of this, I've made longer videos, and it's in a lot of my videos, but I'll throw up a link and of course a code if you want to save some money. I'm one of their affiliates. So check that out. It'll be in the description of the video. All right, guys, so I appreciate you watching 6 more tips and tricks on the Honda Civic. Let me know what you think. Is there one that you feel like I missed? Is there one that you really liked? Something that you learned? I'd love to know what you think. Additionally, I want to ask you for a couple favors and let you know about something. I am going to be giving away a dash cam. This is the Pelsi S3 Touch. I just made a video on this. So if you're in the market for a dash cam, one, go check out that video. I actually compared this to my current cam, which is incredibly more expensive, but does pretty much the same stuff. But if you want to win this guy, all you've got to do is go over to that video, simply drop a comment that says Pelsi S3 Touch on that specific video, and that'll register to win. I'm going to pull a winner here soon and ship somebody out a free one. Other than that, all the normal things. I hope you'll press the like button because you like to represent the content. 2, I hope you leave a comment if you want to. 3, subscribe to the channel so when I produce content like this, you'll receive it. And 4, share the video, man. If you got some friends who own a Civic or are shopping for a Civic, I hope that you share it with them. And if no other reason, share it with them so that they have a chance to win this as well.